So you getting ready to get doubly blessed.
Yeah, yeah.
Because you got plan B right on the heels of plan A.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Now, when you ever, if ever, there's a time when plan A ain't working out, realize and understand that's because it's your plan. That's true. Because see, God's plan is gonna work.
Yeah.
So if you just really believe that it's God's plan and it ain't working out, think some more. Think a little bit deeper. Go dig into that and look at the origin of the plan. Or look at the originator of the plan. And then when you see why it ain't working out, you'll see why it ain't working out.
Yes.
God's plans work.
Check this out.
God's plan works out.
The New Testament, in the New Testament, the book of Luke only has 24 chapters.
All right now.
Wow.
All right.
Book of Luke only has 24 chapters.
All right.
Acts has 28 chapters. But Luke has more words in the 24 chapters than Acts has in the 28 chapters. So Luke is basically the longest book in the New Testament.
What?
24. Y'all got that?
Yes.
Okay. When you get a chance to commune with God, read the 72nd Psalm. In the 72nd Psalm, it maps out 24 things that Jesus Christ, as high priest after the order of Melchizedek, will do when he sits upon his throne and rules as king and priest during the millennium. What you come to understand is that these 24 things will directly affect our worship.
Right now.
Around the throne, there were 24 thrones. And on the thrones, I saw 24 elders sitting, clothed in white robes, and they had crowns of gold on their heads. Revelation 4:4. Revelation 4.
And 4:8.
This ain't me. This ain't me. This was written before I was here. So I ain't taking no credit. So friends and friends, when we gather at the throne of grace, we'll worship our God as well as them 24 elders.
Come on now.
Those elders that assist God in the governing of the universe.
Wow.
Amen.
Amen.
When Kobe and his daughter passed away, Gianna, it set off a string of new beginnings.
Yes.
First and foremost,
New beginning.
his widow, Vanessa.
Yes.
She's got to raise these remaining 3 daughters,
Yeah.
Natalia, Bianca, and Capri,
Yes.
without their father.
Yes.
And then they don't have their sister, their 4th part.
Yes.
They'll remember their sister. They'll remember their father. But their lives changed as soon as that helicopter went down.
Yes.
Everybody's life changed when that helicopter went down. Everybody experienced a new beginning because they had to experience life without the interjection of Kobe Bryant.
That's right. Yes.
And Kobe affected a lot of people.
Yes, he did.
When you got soccer players scoring goals and throwing up 24. When you got hockey players taking a 24-second moment of silence.
Yes, glory.
When you got other basketball teams.
And the jerseys is 24. Yes. Amen.
Everybody.
All over the world.
That's something else.
Yes, it is. Amen.
It is.
It's something else.
Yes.
All over the country.
All over the world.
Yes.
All over the world.
Yes.
I mean, and they gathered outside of the Staples Center
Oh my.
like it was, like it was a game.
Yes. Amen.
Donald Trump said something made sense.
But we know that as long as we keep our loved ones in our hearts,
Yes.
as long as we keep their memory alive, they're alive with us too.
Amen.
They're never really gone from us. Think about the 8th day. Let's go all the way back. Think about the 8th day. The 8th day was a new beginning.
Yes.
Because it started a new week.
Yeah.
Right? Because God had finished everything in that first week.
Yeah.
So the 8th day
All right.
was a new beginning. It was the first day after creation. A new beginning. After his resurrection, Jesus showed himself alive 8 different times.
Okay.
And he then ascended. New beginning. When God destroyed the world with the flood, he saved 8 people for a new beginning.
Amen.
A new beginning of mankind. Now, like I said earlier, I'm not trying to make Kobe equivalent to Jesus. I'm just pointing out that these 24s and these 8s, they intersect.
Yeah.
And how they affect all our lives is just remarkable. I'm not saying Kobe is to be worshipped. I know that some did do that.
Yes.
I'm just saying there are some similarities in the narratives.
Yes.
Let me ask y'all something. How do you know that Kobe Bryant existed?
From his publicity, playing basketball.
Basketball.
And you saw him, right?
him.
You saw him at some point, right?
Yeah.
Now, think about this. There are going to be some that are going to grow up or that haven't even been born yet that won't know about Kobe Bryant.
Right. Amen.
Right.
How will they find out about Kobe Bryant?
Somebody got to tell them.
Somebody's going to tell them, and they can read. They can do all that because there are going to be records
Yeah.
That's
of
right.
Kobe Bryant.
Yes. Yes.
All right. All right.
How you know Jesus lives? How you know Jesus exists? Because you wasn't there where you... I know I wasn't. But guess what? We got a record. We got a record for it. We got documents right here that verifies the fact that our Savior lives.
Yeah.
And you know what? We ain't got to just take nobody's word for it. Read it for yourself.
Yes. Glory.
Amen.
Glory.
Oh my Lord.
Right.
Wow.
Similarity.
And his word is genuine and credible.
Yes.
After Kobe's death, everybody that shared an experience with him had to begin anew. A new beginning of life without his physical presence. A new beginning of honoring a history maker. A new beginning of remembering his words. A new beginning of thinking just how much of an impact he made in their lives. A new beginning of thinking how much better their lives are because of their relationship with Kobe Bryant. Think about who and where you were before you really met Jesus.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Come on
Come
now.
on. All right.
Think about your new beginning since Jesus came into your life.
All right.
Think about your new beginning after remembering His word.
Yes. All right.
Yeah.
God said, I'll never leave.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'll never forsake you.
Yes.
Think about how much better your worship is.
Yes.
In since coming to know God's power and God's authority.
Yes. Yes.
Think about how much better your life is because of your relationship with Jesus.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Kobe wore 24 and he wore 8 in the NBA. The first jersey was 8. A new beginning after playing high school basketball. Then he changed to 24.
Amen.
Apparently, he was familiar with God's authority and power.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes. Glory. Glory.
Because I read where he never failed to worship God.
All
As a
right.
matter of fact,
Yes, he did.
he and his daughter had communion before they got on the helicopter.
Yes,
Oh my.
he did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
7 a.m. that morning.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
24 is tied into your worship.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yes. Glory.
24 is tied into your worship.
Yes.
Oh, wow. Wow.
When Jesus was hung high, stretched wide,
Yes.
hung his head, and then he died, we got drafted for God's team. That's when we got our number 8 jersey. Because it was time for our new beginning.
Yes.
When we decided for ourselves to follow Jesus, that was our new beginning.
Yeah.
That's when we got our 24 jersey too. Because unlike Kobe, we don't have to wear one or the other. We don't have to pick when we're going to wear the 24. We don't have to pick when we're going to wear the 8. And we don't have to worry about somebody else wearing our number.
Yeah.
All right.
Because we all have 2 jerseys.
All right now.
We all got the number 24.
Yeah.
And we all got the number 28. I'm sorry, the number 8.
Yes.
Our number 8 and our number 24 jerseys are actually interchangeable spiritually.
Yes. Come on now.
So we can wear them anytime we want to.
Yeah.
And if we're feeling real good one day, we can wear both of them at the same time. And we can do that because we have a great and never-ending faith in God.
Yes.
And God
Yes.
shows us every day
Yes.
that He has a great and never-ending faith in us.
Yes.
Great is thy faithfulness.
Yes.
Great is thy faithfulness.
Yes.
Morning by morning, new mercies. We see.
New mercy.
All we have needed,
Yes.
God